Carte. I'm the owner and director, and we are on our 5th day today of our Carte program, which is our culinary arts preliminary series. And these are kids ages 13 to, actually we have up to 21 this time. And we got a group of 15. The short one today, we have 14. They have been working all week long and they've become quite competent in the kitchen. So we're seeing a lot of great skills. Already this morning I'm seeing a lot of wonderful chopping. I thought what we could do is go around and talk to some of the kids and see what they're learning, see what they're doing. We have a wonderful goal. This is bread baking day. Bread baking, grilling, and roasting. So we can go over this table here. Is making pizza, they're making sauce, and they're making calzones today. And one more thing, they're making a grilled chicken. You need an oiled bowl, right? You're going to put it in a bowl. Both of them? Both of them. You can get one a little bit smaller than this, so there's more room in there. And you're going to oil it all right. Okay. And then you're going to cover it. Yeah, and no, we're going to put it in the oven for 30 minutes. Okay, just let it rest. You're going to let the flour relax a little bit. Puff up. Elena, why don't you tell them what you're learning this week?
Learn how to cook in the right, learn how to read the right. I need a bowl.
That's a very important skill. Yeah, tell them how you learn that.
First, you have to make sure you have all your ingredients, and then after that you read the steps so that you don't mess up at once.
It's a good place to mess up, right? And I saw you chopping. You're doing very good chopping.
Knife skills.
I'm cutting potatoes.
And you want to be a chef?
Not necessarily. I'd like to be good at cooking.
Good at cooking? Okay.
I haven't really decided from there.
So what are you making? I'm making
white rice. And right now I'm kneading the dough.
Well, if you keep your hands just lightly floured, and every time you push it away, if you find it sticks a little bit, you just touch the flour a little bit, turn it over, get a quarter turn. You can get those little nubbins out if you don't want to push away, quarter turn, try it again. You might want to wash your hands because what's happening is that
Wait, no, we have to do chicken.
Quinn and Jeff are working on the rosemary potatoes. They've been roasting garlic. When they're all finished, they're going to squeeze the garlic on top of the roasted potatoes with some rosemary and salt and pepper, olive oil. That's a great dish. That's one of their roasting techniques. This table is also going to make, as Dylan said, they're going to make bread and rolls. Once you finish it, we'll divide that in half and then we'll make some rolls. So all the we have a big breakdown today. Like I said before, we're doing roasting, we're doing bread baking, and we're doing grilling. So table A is doing a homemade pizza with a pizza sauce and the homemade frosted course, and they're making calzones. They're also making grilling a chicken with an herb topping, herb dressing to it. So we'll be grilling chicken thighs. Table B is going to be making crepes.
Yeah.
Well,
I was just telling Brittany.
roasted potatoes,
I'll get the
as
chicken.
well as a white bread and rolls. And table C is making asparagus that they're going to roast with some lemon and olive oil. They're going to be making some focaccia bread, and they're making also an Indian paratha bread at that table, which is an Indian flat bread. They'll be rolling it out and grilling it. Big grill over there. They're also making peaches. They're making grilled peaches that they're peeling over there.
What's that mean?
And they'll cut them in half and we'll put them on the grill and they'll grill them. Yeah, I think it's a you can coat it with a peeler.
Those haven't been in the...
The riper they are, the faster they'll peel, they are a little bit firmer. But when you grill them, it's okay to have them a little bit firm.
So you have to peel it.
Well, it's going to take a little time to rise. So you want to wash this out or take a little oil in here? Yeah, they have olive oil right at that table. That's one of my most fun things to do is I pick the menus. I actually conceptualize the class first, and then I choose the menu as I'm going along. It's the most fun. I choose menus, I choose recipes from books and magazines, and of course we always give credit to whoever's recipe it is. A lot of our personal recipes that we develop here are unique, so we have a whole array of sources for our recipes, but picking the menus is like my most fun thing to do. It's just fun. You round it out, you know what's going to be balanced. This particular class, I want to make sure we're hitting all the concepts, like the sauteing, the roasting, the baking. After this week, they will have done something from every concept, so we get kind of a well-rounded idea of all the different types. And I love to teach things that are techniques. I think that's the most important thing, is learning techniques. But then you can just spring off that and do a million of them.
Like 10 minutes? 30 minutes.
If I'd have known it was going to be this hard for you, I would have had to not peel them. The skin on the peaches are really that offensive to do.
I actually like the skin of the peach.
Yeah, me too. I always do my peaches.
I have a peeler too.
Is this peeled enough?
Yes, that's perfect. Every table gets a certain amount of recipes, and then we work on those recipes. We try to get them to look into the other groups, but sometimes they get really focused on the recipes that they're doing. At the end, we make the buffet, so they do get to see everything, and they talk to each other about what's going on. And then they ask us some questions and things that are going on, see what's happening. And we've learned a lot of things the hard way. But that's a great way to learn too. It works. Okay, we're just going to put this in here and turn it. Like that. And then put it right there. And just scrape a piece of plastic over the top. And then we'll pour it in a piece of cooking dough. Over at this table, they're being very, very careful with their cross-contamination. Because that's one thing we talk about a lot. Cross-contamination and food safety. So they've got chicken here, so they all know that they got to wash their hands really carefully. And they'll wash the boards, they'll wash everything when they're finished. Really hot, soapy water. What?
Wash the chicken.
So after I cook,
You know, some people wash the chicken. You can wash it and finish it if you like it. I think it feel better. I don't often wash it. You're going to grill it.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, you're going to grill it, so you're going to kill everything on the outside of it. So, you guys, there's the water right here. Could you just like that?
wait, is this all on the in the sauce?
It's done in
It's going in the sauce. Really? Yeah. So the vegetables.
I think you should do a real basket, because these are clinging to the pit, and they're just going to give you a hard time. So if you can cut them in slices, we'll heat the grill basket on the grill, and then we'll toss them around in there and get them grilled out, and then it's going to be brown sugar mixture afterwards.
So should we mix all those ingredients now in a bowl?
Yes, those all go in a bowl. But I like the way you did your mise en place. Very good. Yeah, just because I think that since these peaches are giving you such a hard time, you're better off just doing that. Let's figure that out. It's only bad. Like this. whenever you run into a problem like this, you really, so just think about it for a few minutes, like what would be plan B? Plan B, there's always a plan B in place. Ready? And then
Is this basil?
We need 2 cloves of garlic.
You do the garlic and
these aren't that.
We have to go outside.
unless she has it in the fridge.
You love your
Tablespoon flat leaf parsley mix.
Nice and candy.
Elena wears it's not over.
Yeah, they're just still a little. Yeah.
We thought it was on.
Okay, just a little bit more. Because you want the batter over here, these guys are making pizza sauce. So they got carrots, celery, what else?
Onions, garlic, parsley, and basil, and tomatoes.
Okay, they're going to stir that around until it's nice and
Should we pulse it if like the vegetables are still sort of chunky? It says
You want this to be smooth, yeah, because it's a pizza sauce. So you'll bring that food processor over here and make it nice and smooth. Or you can even do it over there. There's room. And then they're going to process that, make it nice and smooth, and that'll be their pizza sauce for their pizza. Dough is rising. So that's what they're on to today. Now over here, Jeff is grilling the thighs, the chicken thighs. So he's going to be doing that for a little bit, flip them, and then we'll keep those warm.
how long does that usually take to?
This will probably take about 20 minutes, I think, by the time it's done. Yeah. And then what we'll do is we'll keep it warm. We try to get everything hot at the same time, but sometimes we don't want to throw the baby out with the bath water. We want to get everything to be done properly. So sometimes we have to try to keep things warm to keep us going. But the goal is to try to get everything hot on the table at the same time. Not always easy. Over at this table over here, they're doing the grapes. We just thin the batter a little bit so they work a little bit better for them. And then they're going to lay them out. So we got some trials here. We want them like dark like that so they're better. And over here, what are you guys up to? What are you guys doing?
I'm making the garlic and herb.
Garlic and herbs for the going on top of the chicken.
Yes,
Right?
the sauce for the chicken.
Okay. Once they cook the chicken, they're going to put the vinaigrette over the top of it. And it's really nice. So lemon, garlic, and capers. So we'll do the burrata on this. Okay?
Yeah, that's what happened.
You need to preheat these pans so they're good and hot. Have you started to roll down yet? You're about ready to. Okay, so let's do that.
And we need the oil to put on there.
Get your vegetable oil right here. Right out there. But you're going to need it also, you're going to need to clean your surface up before you start rolling because you're going to get little bits of peach skin in your stuff. So you want to make sure that you're all cleaned up. Okay, great. So that is actually, this is actually that last dish. Oh, you put me the glass one. No, that was maybe one of the short size. The jelly roll pan? Yes, and that's it. That's a miscommunication. That's this one right here. Yeah. That's actually, interesting. when you're reading a recipe, this, like your asparagus, will say to put it in a glass dish, or put it in a dish. When it calls it a dish, it's glass. Believe it or not, that's like a secret. You know, recipe writers know. And when it's called a pan, it's metal. You're going to get it really, really hot. Then you can put these in here and toss them around until they're a little cooked. And then you just toss them into that dish.
Then I put them back into here.
You know, you're going to put them into your brown sugar cinnamon. Then you go back in here.
Because that's in a little bowl with brown sugar.
Yeah, whichever
So
way
mix it and then put it on the dish.
It doesn't matter. One goes in the other.
What's the egg wash?
So 4 points.
Okay, this is the dough for that. Yeah.
And then I just roll it out each portion.
Yeah, you're going to have flour service. Flour service. And I would do right on the board.
One baby cow.
Move the rolling pin.
You're going to roll it longer. So you're going to get 16 triangles like this. Then you're going to roll it out, and then you hook up to the brush it.
Here.
You get some of the fuzzy brush around, some of the fuzzy water, then some of the rounded edges and the fully put in things from the summer triangle.
Okay, so we can hold it like this. And then this is where you like to use additional flour. These don't have to be perfect. We just kind of aim for it right. Okay. Okay, you can line these up. Okay. Like it. Like that? Like it. Yes.
And then wax paper.
Okay. And you can put some parchment, not too much because you're going to get your surface all over here.
And so you layer them on the pan between wax, or you can just lay them out and you can use parchment.
Fluid process.
Where's the olive oil on the other side? Right here. Right here. Can you get it?
No, like put it on.
Do you clean the food processor? Clean everything.
Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut this. So I'm just going to cut it in half on each time. I'm going to half it again. So we get it as even as possible. I can do a million different kinds. I like it. Yeah, like this. You can? You're asking at the spot where it's not. This is why we clean it up. Yeah, you can make like a pretzel. Anybody else want to make rolls or not or anything? Yeah, I do make pastries, right? That's what that's what filling is. Which we can do. All you do for the garlic knots is what we do when you make these. And you have olive oil, some chopped garlic, and 2 minutes. So you can do that. the oven.
What? To make it more of a circle, use your... Okay,
Just overwarm it.
And then you're gonna put that on the second one.
They need to be browner. Browner? Yeah, you need maybe a little higher.
450, you said.
Yeah, they need to be a little bit browner. You're gonna spread it like that, and then you're gonna fold it like this, and then you just look around and see which side is prettiest, and you can make sure that's up. And then you just arrange it. At the end, you can sprinkle powdered sugar. So it's a good idea just to put some of this in the dish, because what happens is you contaminate the rest of it by going through it. Put some of this in it.
Yeah, they're good.
I've never had this.
No? It's a hazelnut spread. It's very famous in Europe.
It's like chocolate.
They have in Italy and France. They have like they actually have like a little store. It almost looks like a McDonald's. It's Nutella.
So they have like a store of Nutella.
It's like a little dessert place.
So grapes are pretty much pancake stuff.
Yes, it's like pancakes.
Well, that's
So all you have to do is make pancakes, make them thinner though, and then
You need to make a different kind of.
Well, it's kind of pancakes.
It's a different kind of batter. It's not turning.
This is a rasp. It's a woodworker's tool. And years ago, probably about 10 or 15 years ago, somebody probably with her at her husband's workbench, and she decided to try this on lemons. It became all the rage. Hi, Nancy. It became all the rage to use in the kitchen, and now almost every kitchen has one. It's great for Parmesan cheese and zest.
yeah, like in my house we have like a big one.
Yeah, the old graters. You mean the box graters? Yeah. Now with the teeth. Yeah, and those are kind of hard to use for zest. So this is a great tool for zest. You can up a little higher. The burner itself could be a little higher. The flame itself could be.
Sarah, when it gets to 135, we gotta check the calories again.
I don't think we're gonna need double.
Yeah.
We'll make it really sweet. See, I like it more cheesy.
I know. We're gonna. I don't want to mess it up. Wait, that was on the message.
I'll get some more because you can get these.
Ready?
Okay, who wants to talk about roasting? What does roasting mean? Do you know?
Don't you like put it in the oven and it kind of like
When you roast
the
it,
outside?
Yeah.
you put it in that thing you right.
Okay.
In a roaster?
You put it in a
roasting
thing.
pan.
Yeah.
It's dry heat, right? It's dry heat, and that's what we're doing today. We're roasting potatoes. They're roasting over there, and we're roasting asparagus in a hot oven, usually a pretty warm oven, pretty hot oven, and it's dry heat. And braising. Remember braising? Oh, I know what. Nicole knows well. Poaching. Nicole, tell them what poaching is. Nicole over there.
Oh yeah, she poached some eggs.
She made eggs Benedict, and she poached eggs, and you made salmon, right? Yes. Poaching is when you take a liquid and you have a very low simmering liquid. You do it with delicate foods. We did it with eggs to make our eggs for our eggs
We used to
Benedict.
poach pears too.
And we poached pears before here, yeah. And then we poached salmon yesterday.
Pears
We made
with
lemon
like
juice.
raspberry.
That's poaching. Sauteing is something they also learned here this week. Sauteing is over high heat. You heat your pan, you put your fat in, whatever it is, butter or oil, and then you put your food in and you keep it apart and you make sure that the heat stays high, and that's our sauteing technique. And it's a very quick cooking method. It's the secret to quick meals. Sauteing. That's a great technique to learn. I think that's probably one of the most important techniques to learn. We're ready to put this in the oven. So, did you guys, did you remember what I said about not letting this get too stuck?
You did a good job.
Yeah, we have.
Right? Yeah.
Really nice.
You want to do this if you want to know that it's going to move, right?
You said you did a good job with these.
If you want to open that bottom oven, we're going to put this in.
Yeah, so what you got that one.
I think the
And this is
Calzone.
yeah, I'll take them off.
good.
Pizza. Yippee!
I mean, this stuff to do is clean the table. Yeah.
Looks like our pizza's bigger than ours.
Do you think we should just plate the calzones for this one? We don't have another.
I think we should pile them in that too.
Ooh, yeah.
How long do
They
we
just
cook
need
the
color.
pizza?
I don't know. What you guys are saying.
Recipe? How long
Okay.
should I brush it?
You can't go in there yet. But you can
Normal pizza down.
close it up. When you open the oven door, you take about, I think, almost 50 degrees out of it.
Yeah, put the light on it.
Once you get close, you can take a quick peek, but always remember every time you open it, you lose almost 50 degrees, depending on what's going on in there. But you want to be careful with that. Because a lot of times people keep saying, oh, it took so much longer, and that's why, because we should put that on, we should put that in the middle. Yeah, I think they could use a little more color. Yeah, they're a little bit pale. Sometimes this oven is pretty good as far as even heating. That one's coming off. See where it's coming off? It's a little darker there. But they need a little more color. We're going to give them maybe 5 more minutes. Actually, they have theoretically 10 more. So we want to get a nice rich brown to them, okay? Then we're going to tip it over and we're going to tap it on the bottom to see if it's hollow. Right, and they'll sound hollow. A lot of the new ovens are a little bit frightening at first to set. You got to kind of get have a degree in ovens. But you have convection bake, you have convection roast, you have a broil, a roast, a regular bake. You kind of need to know what you're looking for. The convection bake is nice for things like bread because it gives you that fan in the back that's even heats all the way through. It's great for cookies. We use it a lot here in the baking. Certain things you might not want to have that fan on, something really light where you don't want that air in there. But typically the convection bake is good. The thing you have to worry about is you need to reduce the temperature to 25 degrees. And the other complicating part where they get everybody all mixed up is some ovens automatically reduce themselves 25 degrees when you put convection bake on. So you need to know your oven and read your manual because they're all a little bit different. But convection bake is a nice feature that a lot of new ovens do. Over there on that side, they're finishing up, they're making spaghetti because they made the sauce about 3 days ago. And they've been waiting for it. So they're going to put spaghetti going. And they're all this is the time where we're all closing in on it. And everybody's avoiding the sinks with the dirty dishes. Where are we going to go with it?
Right here.
Watch your backs. It doesn't, ooh, it needs to be a little more brown though, doesn't it?
Yeah, the crust is white, I think.
Yeah. Let's turn it on broil. Remember broil, the heat comes from the top?
Right.
Okay, let's just turn it on broil just for a second, a few minutes maybe. And let's see if we can get a little color to the top.
Need another mix? Where's Noel? Noel, are you gonna marry her?
Taylor Swift?
Yep.
Yes.
Who, Taylor Swift?
I don't know. Okay, let's look and see.
We tapped them.
Yeah, nice. They look very nice. They're beautiful. Did you decide to just leave them like this and we're going to serve them with some butter on the side? It starts out with knife skills as being the hardest thing to teach because people are very awkward. Actually, adults have a harder time with their kids. I noticed that the kids were really, from Monday to Friday, just with their knife skills, they were just effective. Some of them were just amazing.
Unless you make a
But with adults, they have this habit for so many years of holding the knife incorrectly where they don't have as much control. They just have a lot of habits that are hard to break because that's basically what it is, you get the right habit. So I think that's probably the hardest thing to teach. Oh, the other hardest thing I find is getting everything hot on the table at once. That's a really hard thing to do. And even still in the classes, you don't catch people when you're starting your recipes. They want to make the vegetable first and then put on the roast. You know, it's obvious that if you think about it, that's not going to work out timing-wise, but there's ways to juggle the schedule so that you can prep your vegetables vegetables, you get them almost ready to go in, and then you finish them just at the end so that they're hot and ready to go. So it's a kind of a juggle with the timing. The other thing that's impossible to teach people to do is to read and follow directions. And the recipes are written with, let me just show you, the recipes have the body copy. In the first part of the recipe you have your ingredients, and this is the part that's really critical. This tells you how you're going to use those ingredients. So you need to thoroughly read that part before you start doing anything. You're going to cut everything up, you're going to get everything properly prepared. That's called your mise en place. It's a French term that means loosely everything in place. It's a term and it's a technique that everybody uses in good kitchens. Is they set up their mise en place before everything's chopped, prepped, and ready to go before you turn on the stove. But it's really hard to get people to read, and they learned the hard way a couple of times here. But they got actually really good at it today, as getting all your ingredients together for your recipe, and then starting the cooking procedure. But reading the body copy, it's just hard for people to do that. They don't want to sit and read. And there's a lot of times it'll tell you, they'll say also a cup of sugar. The body copy will say add a half a cup of sugar, and then later you use the other. And oftentimes that whole cup goes in. So that's the hardest to teach people to read and follow directions.
Every time I try to watch it, my friends would end up
Right here is important.
like talking to each
Shaking the pasta really well. This is really important. If you make penne, especially, and you don't shake it really well, water stays in the middle, and then you get your sauces all watery.
I put a little on both for the cold there.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right. You're saving out a little.
Yep. Pizza's ready.
Ooh. That's good. You can even take some. What? I'm funny.
Right. Oh, got ready.
Over there. To your right. No, you're not. To your left. That's your left.
Can you put my fire down?
Beautiful.
You want to try to get that little piece out?
I'm close to the wedding. I won't care if it's in 50 years.
Can I steal that dairy in the corner?
No.
Yeah, Emily, you can handle it.
Well, drizzle.
I'll have to wait until she cuts it.
No, you have to drizzle first.
And then she'll cut it. And you need a basket for it, right?
Sure.
I'm gonna get you a napkin for your basket. Good. Perfect.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't watch it.
We're like stereo.
There's a bunch of food out there. Or truck.
Second work.
Nice bread. Hot.
No, they're not anymore.
They were
They're back
pizza
together.
wedges,
I saw it in the magazine.
Okay, so do that.
They were like,
Like this?
Yeah, you just gotta make sure it's severed because you gotta go back and
It's
forth.
something. It showed them like you need to wet or something.
Oh, okay. And that's your focaccia bread. You can make this with different flavors too. You know, you can actually, on the top, you can put in some sliced olives, some sun-dried tomatoes, chopped up really finely. You can do a million different things with that. Some people put sliced artichokes. I mean, you can get wild with it. And you can We did a couple of things to tell what the steak was. There's one way, the way it's great to learn is by touch. You can feel how soft it is. But we did a thermometer in there. We took it out at about 1:30. We took it out. And it's about, that'll be kind of like a medium rare, medium. And then, but by the touch is the best way to learn. We use a thermometer. That's what we did. We used the thermometer. And then we actually had to keep that warm because we were ready with that before anything else. So we kept it in like a 200-degree oven for almost a half hour. So we got it. It came out perfectly. That's like a perfect way to serve.
This time there's she's gonna be the champion of the egg toss.
But we were saying before the flank steaks. Now. Okay. Okay. The flank steak, it has to be cut thinly on a diagonal across the grain, opposite the grain. Otherwise, it's not good.
Sorry, you're just like, okay.
The class. It's kind of organized chaos is what it is, but it all seems to always come out great. Do a lot of plan Bs, but that's always what everybody loves to learn. Is what do I do if it messes up a little bit? So we teach people that. We had a lot of fun this week. We had a really great time. We just love teaching the kids, and I think this is the answer to childhood obesity. I think children need to learn to cook, and then they appreciate food and try new things. I always get kids saying, you could ask these kids too. They always try things they never tried at home because they had a hand in making it. It makes them feel a little closer to it. So, bon appetit.